She left a note on a scratched car. That was it. Just a note. Not because she had to. Not because anyone was watching. But because it was the right thing to do. She had no idea the car belonged to the CEO of the company where she worked. Had no idea he'd been standing 15 feet away, watching her the entire time. Had no idea that one honest note would change everything. This is the story of a woman who did the right thing when no one was looking, and the man who'd been searching his whole life for someone exactly like that. It happened in the parking garage, 7:42 a.m. Maya Chen was running late, again. She'd spilled coffee on her shirt, had to change, missed her usual train, and was now speed walking through the executive parking level because the employee level was full. She wasn't supposed to be there. Executive parking was for, well, executives, VPs, the CEO, people who made in a year what she made in a decade. Not junior graphic designers who were 3 months into their first real job. But she was late for a presentation, so she parked in the first spot she found and rushed to grab her bag. That's when it happened. Her car door swung open, hit the black Mercedes next to her. Not hard, but hard enough. Hard enough to leave a scratch. Thin white, running along the passenger door like evidence. Shit, she whispered. She looked around. The garage was empty. No cameras pointed at this section. No security guards. No one. She could leave. Should leave. Actually, she was already late. And it was just a scratch. On a car that probably costs more than her student loans. They wouldn't even notice. She pulled out her notebook. Started writing. I'm so sorry. I scratched your car with my door. It was an accident, but that doesn't make it okay. I can't afford to fix it right now, but I want to make it right. Please call me and we can figure something out. Maya Chen, graphic design, 4th floor, 555-0147. She folded the note, tucked it under the windshield wiper, took a photo of the scratch with her phone for reference, and left. Never saw the man standing by the elevator. Never saw him watching her the entire time. Never saw the expression on his face when he read what she'd written. Ethan Cross stood by the elevator and watched the girl disappear into the stairwell. He'd seen the whole thing. Had been walking to his car when he heard the impact. Saw her freeze. Saw her look around like she was calculating whether anyone had noticed. He'd waited for her to leave. They always left. In his experience, people did the right thing only when someone was watching, when there were consequences, when reputation was on the line, when no one was looking. They disappeared. But this girl, she'd stayed, pulled out a notebook, written something, left it on his windshield. He walked to his car, read the note, read it again. Then he did something he hadn't done in years. He smiled. He could have just called her. Should have, probably. But Ethan Cross didn't build a billion-dollar company by doing what he should do. He built it by recognizing value when he saw it. And this note, this honest, unnecessary, completely genuine note from a junior designer who thought she'd hit some random executive's car. This was valuable. Not because of the scratch. He didn't care about the scratch. But because it told him something about her. Something he'd been looking for in every hire, every partnership, every relationship he'd ever had. Character. The kind that showed up when no one was watching. He folded the note carefully, put it in his pocket, and decided he wanted to know more about Maya Chen, graphic design, 4th floor. Part 3. The meeting. Maya spent the entire day waiting for the call. It didn't come. By 5 p.m., she was convinced whoever owned that Mercedes hadn't seen the note or didn't care. or was the kind of rich person who had people handle things like this. She should have felt relieved. Instead, she felt worse, because she wanted to make it right, wanted to fix what she'd broken, even if it cost her a month's rent. At 5:47 p.m., her desk phone rang. Internal line. Hello? Maya Chen. A woman's voice. Professional. Efficient. Yes? This is Sarah Kim, executive assistant to Mr. Cross. He'd like to see you in his office. Maya's stomach dropped. I what? Now, if possible. 47th floor. Can I ask what this is about? He didn't say, but he asked for you specifically. The line went dead. Maya stared at her phone. Ethan Cross. The Ethan Cross. CEO. Founder. The man whose signature was on her paycheck. Wanted to see her. Now. This was about the car. Had to be. She grabbed her bag and headed for the elevator, trying to remember if she had $3,000 in her savings account. She didn't. The executive floor was different. Quieter, cleaner. Everything looked expensive, in a way that made Maya hyper-aware of her off-brand shoes and the coffee stain she'd missed on her sleeve. Sarah met her at the elevator. Miss Chen, follow me. They walked past glass offices where people in perfect suits had perfect posture and made decisions that affected thousands of lives. Maya felt like an imposter. Sarah stopped at double doors. Knocked once. Come in. That voice. Deep. Controlled. The kind of voice that made you straighten your spine without realizing it. Sarah opened the door, and Maya walked into Ethan Cross's office. The CEO. He was standing by the window. Tall, dark suit that fit like it was made specifically for him, which it probably was. Looking at the city spread out below like he owned it, which, in some ways, he did. He turned when she entered, and Maya forgot how to breathe. She'd seen photos. Everyone had. Magazine covers. Company newsletters. The 40 under 40 feature that called him a visionary. Photos didn't do him justice. He was younger than she expected, maybe 35, sharp jaw, dark hair that was slightly too long to be corporate, eyes that were somehow both warm and absolutely terrifying. Miss Chen. He gestured to the chair across from his desk. Please, sit. She sat. He moved around his desk. Didn't sit. Just leaned against it, close enough that she had to tilt her head back to look at him. Power move. She recognized it, even if she didn't understand why he was using it on her. Do you know why you're here? He asked. The car, she said quietly. I'm so sorry. I know it was in the executive section, and I shouldn't have parked there, but I was late, and I'm not concerned about where you parked. Oh, then? He pulled something from his pocket, her note, unfolded it, and set it on the desk between them. I want to know why you left this. She blinked. Because I scratched your car. You could have left. No one saw you. No cameras in that section. You would have gotten away with it completely. I know. So why didn't you? She looked at him, confused. Because it was the right thing to do. Something shifted in his expression. The right thing, he repeated. Yes, I damaged your property. That makes it my responsibility to fix it. She pulled out her phone, showed him the photo she'd taken. I documented it, and I can set up a payment plan if the repair costs are. I don't want your money, Miss Chen. She froze. Then what do you want? He looked at her for a long moment. I want to offer you a job. I'm sorry, what? A job? He moved behind his desk, pulled out a folder. Executive assistant. Reporting directly to me, Mr. Cross. I'm a graphic designer. You're a junior graphic designer who's been here 3 months and hasn't made a single mistake until Today. He opened the folder. I pulled your file. 4.0 GPA. 3 internships. Stellar recommendations. You're overqualified for your current position. That doesn't mean I'm qualified to be your assistant. You're honest? He looked at her. Do you know how rare that is? Someone who does the right thing when no one's watching. It's basic decency. It's not. His voice was quiet, certain. I've had 7 assistants in 3 years. You know what happened to the last one? She shook her head. She stole proprietary information and sold it to a competitor. Before that, I had an assistant who embezzled $50,000 over 6 months. Before that, someone who falsified expense reports. He leaned forward. I can teach someone organization. I can teach them systems. I can't teach character. He tapped her note. This tells me you have it, Mr. Cross. Ethan, he interrupted. If you're going to work for me, you should probably use my name. I haven't said yes. You will? You're very confident. I'm offering you triple your current salary, full benefits, and direct access to every major deal this company makes. He slid a contract across the desk. Read it. Think about it. But I need an answer by Monday. She looked at the contract, at the salary, at the man who was offering her everything because she'd left an honest note. Why me? She asked quietly. There are thousands of people more qualified because when you made a mistake, you owned it. His eyes held hers. Because you tried to make it right, even when it cost you. Because I've spent 3 years looking for someone I can trust, and you just proved you're that person. You don't even know me. Then let me. The words hung between them. Not quite professional. Not quite appropriate, but completely sincere. Maya took the weekend to think about it. Called her best friend, her mom, her former mentor. They all said the same thing. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Triple salary, executive experience, direct access to the CEO. She'd be insane to say no, but something about the whole thing felt off. Not dangerous, not threatening, just in the way he'd looked at her. The way he'd said let me, like this was about more than just a job. On Monday morning, she walked into his office at 8 a.m. He was already there, working. Looked up when she entered. Ms. Chen, I have some conditions, she said. His eyebrows rose. Conditions? Yes, if I take this job, I need to know it's because I'm qualified. Not because you feel sorry for me. Not because of some, she gestured vaguely, some misplaced sense of gratitude over a note. Understood. And I need to know that if I make a mistake, a real mistake, you'll tell me. Not protect me because of how this started. Done. And she took a breath. And I need you to promise me this is professional. That you're not offering me this position because of anything else. He stood, moved around his desk, stopped close enough that she could smell his cologne. Something expensive, cedar, and something darker. I'm offering you this position because you're competent, honest, and exactly what this company needs, he said quietly, but I'd be lying if I said the note was the only reason I want you here. Her heart hammered. What's the other reason? I've never met someone who does the right thing at personal cost. His eyes searched hers. And I want to know what else you're capable of. That's not professional. No, he agreed. It's not, but it's honest, which I thought you'd appreciate. She should have walked away, should have said no, and gone back to her quiet graphic design job and her predictable life. Instead, she held out her hand. I'll take the job, she said, but the car repair comes out of my first paycheck. He smiled, really smiled, and shook her hand. Deal. Working for Ethan Cross was nothing like she expected. He was demanding, exacting, expected perfection, and didn't tolerate excuses. But he was also fair. When she made mistakes, and she made several, he corrected her calmly, explained what she'd done wrong, showed her how to do it better, never made her feel stupid, never made her feel small, just taught her. And she learned how to anticipate his needs before he voiced them, learned the difference between urgent and important, learned how to read a room, manage a crisis, and draft emails that said exactly what needed to be said in exactly the right tone. She was good at it, better than she'd expected. But the hardest part wasn't the work, it was him. The way he looked at her when he thought she wasn't paying attention. The way he remembered how she took her coffee. The way he stayed late when she stayed late, even though he didn't have to. Small things, details, the kind that meant something. The late night. It happened 6 weeks in. They were preparing for a major acquisition. Maya had been at the office for 14 hours, Ethan longer. At 11 p.m., he appeared in her doorway. She had an office now, attached to his with 2 containers of Thai food. "You haven't eaten," he said. "Neither have you, which is why I ordered enough for both of us." He set the food on her desk. "Take a break. I'm almost done with the brief, Maya." His voice was gentle. "Take a break." She looked at him, really looked. He was exhausted, tie loosened, sleeves rolled up, hair slightly mussed from running his hands through it. Still somehow the most put-together person she'd ever seen. "Okay," she said quietly. They ate in her office, talked about everything except work. He told her about growing up in Boston, about his father who'd built the company from nothing, about the pressure of legacy and expectation. She told him about her family in San Francisco, about her mom who'd worked 3 jobs to put her through school, about wanting to make something of herself that would make her proud. She'd be proud now, he said. She doesn't know about the promotion. I haven't told her. Why not? Maya looked at her food. Because I'm not sure I deserve it yet. You do? You can't know that. Yes, I can. He set down his fork. In 6 weeks, you've reorganized my entire filing system, caught 3 errors that would have cost us millions, and successfully managed a crisis with a vendor that my last 4 assistants couldn't handle. That's just doing my job. That's exceeding every expectation I had. He leaned forward. You're not here because of a note anymore, Maya. You're here because you're exceptional. She looked at him and saw something in his eyes that made her breath catch. Ethan, I know, he said quietly. I know this is professional. I know you have boundaries. But I need you to know. He stopped. I need you to know that working with you is the best decision I've made in years. Because I'm a good assistant. Because you make me want to be better. His voice was rough, at everything. The air between them changed, charged, dangerous. Maya stood. I should go, Maya. Thank you for dinner. She grabbed her bag. I'll finish the brief from home. She left before he could say anything else, before she could do something stupid, like kiss her boss in her office at 11 p.m. 2 months in, she found the note, her note, the original one from the car. It was in his desk drawer. She wasn't snooping. He'd asked her to get a file bet. There it was, carefully preserved, protected in a clear sleeve like it was something precious. Her handwriting, her phone number, her apology. He'd kept it. She stood there staring at it, trying to understand what that meant. Find the file. She jumped, turned. Ethan stood in the doorway, jacket off, looking at her with an expression she couldn't read. Ah yes, sorry, I was just... She held up the note. Why do you have this? He was quiet for a moment. Then, because it's important. It's a note about a scratch. It's proof. He moved into the office. Proof that there are still honest people in the world. Ethan, I was having a bad day. He took the note from her hands. Looked at it. The morning you left this, I'd just found out my last assistant had stolen from me. I was angry, jaded, ready to believe everyone was fundamentally selfish. He looked up at her. And then you left this note, because it was the right thing to do, even though it cost you. His voice was quiet. You reminded me that not everyone is like that. That character still exists, so you offered me a job. So I offered you a job. He set the note down carefully, and you've proven every day since that I was right about you. I'm not perfect. No one is. He stepped closer, but you're honest and kind. And when you make a mistake, you own it. Another step. Do you have any idea how rare that is? She couldn't breathe. Ethan, this is we shouldn't. I know. He stopped, left space between them. I know all the reasons this is a bad idea. You work for me. There's a power dynamic. It's inappropriate. Then why? Because I can't stop thinking about you. The confession came out rough, raw. I've tried. God knows I've tried. But you walk into my office every morning and I forget what I was working on. You smile at something on your computer and I want to know what made you happy. You stay late to help me with the deal and I find excuses to keep you there longer just to. He stopped. Just to be near you. Her heart hammered. Ethan, I'm not asking you for anything, he said quickly. I'm not going to pressure you or make this uncomfortable. If you want to keep this purely professional, I respect that completely, but I needed you to know, his eyes held hers, that you're not just my assistant. You're the person I look forward to seeing every day. The person who makes me better. The person He stopped, swallowed. The person I'm falling in love with. She should have said no. Should have reminded him of all the reasons this couldn't work. Boss and assistant. Power dynamics. Company policy. All the sensible, professional reasons to walk away. Instead, she stepped forward and kissed him. He froze for half a second. Then his hands were in her hair and he was kissing her back like he'd been dying too. Like he'd been holding back for months and couldn't anymore. When they broke apart, they were both breathing hard. That was, she started. A terrible idea, he finished. Probably the worst. Definitely against company policy. I should quit. Please don't. His forehead touched hers. But if this is what you want, if you want to try this, you probably should. Transfer departments at minimum. She pulled back to look at him. You'd let me quit. I'd support whatever decision you made. His hands cupped her face. Even if it killed me, what if I don't want to quit? Then we do this right. HR, full disclosure. You transfer to a different department so there's no direct reporting relationship. And if they say no, then I step back, because I won't risk your career for this. His thumb brushed her cheek. You're too important. Something cracked open in her chest. You really mean that? Every word. She kissed him again, softer this time. Okay? She whispered. We do it right. Yeah. She smiled. But I'm keeping the assistant job until we sort out the transfer. You'd fall apart without me. He laughed. Actually laughed. Probably true. Maya sat in her new office director of brand strategy. Different floor, different department. No reporting relationship to Ethan whatsoever. HR had approved the transfer. The relationship, with conditions, of course. Mandatory disclosure. No working on the same projects. Regular check-ins to ensure no conflicts of interest. They'd agreed to everything because it was worth it. She heard the knock, looked up. Ethan stood in her doorway, holding coffee. "You're not supposed to bring me coffee anymore," she said, smiling. "People might talk. Let them." He set it on her desk. "I brought coffee for everyone on this floor. You just happened to be the first stop. Very democratic of you. I'm a man of the people." He leaned against her desk. "How's the rebrand presentation coming?" "Good. I'll have the mock-ups ready by Friday. Looking forward to it." He paused. "Dinner tonight?" "Can't. Late meeting with the design team. Tomorrow?" "Tomorrow works." He smiled, started to leave. "Ethan," he turned. "Thank you," she said, "for doing this right. For not making me choose. You shouldn't have to choose." He looked at her with those dark, warm eyes. "And for the record, best decision I ever made was reading that note." "Which one? The original or my resignation letter?" "Both." He grinned. "Though I'm glad I convinced you to withdraw the resignation. You didn't convince me. You just made a very compelling argument." "Is that what we're calling it?" She threw a pen at him. He caught it, laughed, left, and Maya sat in her office, drinking the coffee he'd brought her, and thought about how one honest note had changed everything. The scratch was still there. Ethan refused to fix it, said it reminded him of the day his life changed. Maya thought he was being ridiculous, but she loved him anyway. They were having dinner at his place, their place now. She'd moved in 3 months ago when he pulled something from his pocket. Her note, the original one, still in its protective sleeve. "I have a question," he said, "about the note." "Ethan, we've been over this." "Not about the note." He set it on the table. "About what comes next." He pulled out a small box. Her breath stopped. "You left me a note because it was the right thing to do," he said quietly. "Even though it cost you. Even though you could have walked away." He opened the box. A ring. Simple. Beautiful. Exactly her style. "I want to spend the rest of my life with someone who does the right thing when no one's watching." His eyes met hers. Someone honest, kind, someone who sees a scratch on a car and leaves a note instead of running. "Ethan." "Maya Chen, will you marry me?" She was crying. "That's the worst proposal I've ever heard. Is that a no?" "It's a yes, you idiot." She laughed through tears. "Yes." He slid the ring on her finger, kissed her, and she tasted salt and happiness and the future they were building. One honest choice at a time. Maya left a note on a scratched car. That's all it was. A piece of paper, an apology, an attempt to do the right thing when no one would have known if she didn't. She had no idea that note would change her life, that the car belonged to a man who'd been searching for someone exactly like her. That one honest moment would lead to a job, a relationship, a future she'd never imagined. But here's what she learned. The right thing is still the right thing, even when it costs you, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one's watching, even when it would be easier to walk away, because you never know who's paying attention. You never know what door might open because you chose honesty over convenience. Ethan Cross had everything: success, money, power, respect, but he didn't have trust. Not until a junior graphic designer left him a note about a scratch she could have ignored. Not until she proved that character still exists in a world that often rewards the opposite. That's what he fell in love with. Not her resume, not her skills, not even her smile, though he'd admit that helped. He fell in love with who she was when she thought no one was looking. And that's the kind of love that lasts. The most disarming thing in the world is not charm. It is being truly, carefully, patiently seen. She thought she was just leaving a note. She had no idea she was introducing herself to her future. They still have that note, by the way, framed now, hanging in their home office, and the scratch still on the car, because some things are worth keeping exactly as they are, imperfect, honest, real. A reminder that the best things in life start with the smallest acts of integrity. She left a note because it was right. He kept it because it was rare. And together they built something neither expected, a love that started with honesty and never stopped. If this story found you at the right moment, share it with someone who needed to hear it today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your opinion is important to us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.